What's going on, YouTube GZTV? This is my final video of the night. We've been doing like 3 videos a day every day. We have NBA recap, we have TV show reviews, and tomorrow you guys are going to get the Enemy of the State movie review. I watched that today for the first time. So yeah, I forgot to put in the title, but I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is him. That's kind of a given. There's some decent storylines in the NBA, a lot of basketball on. This is probably some of the most basketball I've watched since I was at college, because I have other shit to do. I have, let me see. I have assignments to do. I have shows and shit to watch for the channel. So there hasn't been that much time, but today I had a decent amount of free time. I was off work. By the way, this Friday I'm getting a Lego set, a Technic Mustang, and we're going to be building it on our Twitch stream. GZTV Live on Twitch. We just got done streaming on there for just a little bit. We're grinding some 2K. We're going to do the same tomorrow. We got to grind for Donovan Mitchell, so. Grizzlies Hornets, we're going to start it off. There's a decent amount of games tonight. How many games? A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's like 12 games. Wednesday, January 4th. Hopefully you guys' New Year's going well, but we're going to start with the Grizzlies and the Hornets. Ja Morant and the Grizzlies overpower the Hornets for their 4th straight win. Good scoring and passing for Ja Morant throughout this one. You know, he's playing in front of some relatives, some friends that showed up to his game. Desmond Bane scoring and rebounding the ball pretty well. They win by 24, so pretty dominant win. I didn't expect it to go that much differently. The Hornets are a pretty bad team, obviously not having LaMelo for a decent amount of the year. 23 points for Ja Morant. He shot 40% from 3. You get Desmond Bane putting up 19 points. He actually put up 11 rebounds. 33% from 3 and 50% from the field. So good shooting nights from those two. Those were really the guys for the Grizzlies. A bit simple. You don't really need much out of those guys. But looking at the Hornets, 23 points, 12 assists for LaMelo Ball. Terry Rozier had 21 points, shooting 33% from 3. That's really it. And Mason Plumlee, shout out to him. I mean, he did have 10 rebounds. He didn't miss a single shot. But look, if the Hornets want to start winning games, they definitely need to get him more involved in the offense. I mean, he had 7 points as a starting big man in this league. And we need someone on this team that can take it, command, and have big performances. We need a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on this team that can just take over a game offensively. But other than that, 30 to 35 points a game that's what they need. Suns Cavs, coming off of Donovan Mitchell's 71-point night, absolutely unreal. And the Cavs tonight only scored 19 more points than Donovan Mitchell alone last game. Think about that. That is a crazy stat. Evan Mobley hits a late jumper. The Cavs beat the Suns by 2. Evan Mobley couldn't remember the last time he made a winning shot. He'll never forget his first one in the NBA. Kind of a special moment for Evan Mobley. I mean, this is still a good Suns team regardless of Devin Booker being out. Like, they kind of created a cushion for themselves, and I mean, they are definitely struggling. I don't know what the lose streak is at, but it's probably really bad. It's probably like 5 games. But yeah, Evan Mobley hitting a big shot. Still a young guy in the league. I don't think the Suns played all that terrible. I think their starters went out for not having Devin Booker, for not having, Cam Johnson. I feel like their starters went out and played pretty well. Obviously, they need to hold it over until those guys get back. But, DeAndre Ayton, 15 points, 18 rebounds. Chris Paul had 25. He shot 60% from 3. Looking at the Cavs side of the ball, you get 21 points out of Karis LeVert, and you get 20 out of Donovan Mitchell coming off of that performance. So, not really much to talk about that game. Very low scoring, very defensive game. There were a lot of slower games tonight. I don't know, maybe the script writers were like, oh shit, people are complaining. People are putting up 60 points a game. Oh no, we better bring it down a little bit. But Magic and Thunder, at one point the Magic were thumping the Thunder. It was really bad. But yeah, Paolo Banchero and the Magic turned back the Thunder. They win by 11. Good scoring, good rebounding, good passing for Paolo Banchero, doing everything he could. Young guy. I mean, this is the best game Paolo Banchero has had in a decent bit, so that's good news. Thunder, it's the one-man show with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going for 33 and losing. So, yeah, Jalen Williams. I mean, honestly, both of the Jalen Williams on this team need to be playing better. I mean, one of them's got to go for 10 to 15 points a game. They have to be that role. They have to play that role. I mean, you're playing a bad Magic team, and you're better. You're a better team than this Magic team. I don't know. I mean, Jalen Williams, the one with the Y in it, 25% from the field, didn't make a single three through the game. I think he got hurt, so hopefully he gets back. Maybe we can blame it on that a little bit. Maybe if he played the whole game, it would have been different. Looking at the Magic, though, 25 points for Paolo Banchero, 40% three-point shooting, 13 points and 13 rebounds for Wendell Carter, and that's going to do it. A decent amount of mad games tonight, but there were definitely some fun ones, including the Pacers and the Sixers. Wow. Great OT game. That was awesome. Without Joel Embiid, the 76ers pushed past the Pacers by 3 in overtime. We had a couple of overtime games. DeAnthony Melton hit a go-ahead three-pointer late in overtime. James Harden scored the rock well. No Joel Embiid. They were still able to win, so that's kind of a luxury that the Sixers team is having. They're a good-ass basketball team. Looking at the Pacers, again, this is another team that lost, which I don't necessarily think did a whole lot wrong. It was a very closely fought battle. Tyrese Halliburton came out at 16 points, 12 assists with 50% shooting. Buddy Hield ended with 24 points. It's just the 76ers were slightly better. Tobias Harris had 19 points and 10 rebounds, and James Harden had 26 points. So there you have it. Close game. Spurs and Knicks, I don't know how this game was close, but it was. It is what it is, I guess. Jalen Brunson scores a career-best 38, which is actually really surprising. I didn't expect this to be his career best. The Knicks beat the Spurs by 3. Asked before the game about the team's victory over the Knicks last week, Spurs coach Greg Popovich was quick to note that Jalen Brunson didn't play. And yeah, that kind of came back and bit him in the ass. A lot of these pressers, a lot of these interviews with Popovich, there's a lot of irony. There's a lot of karma that's coming with, yeah, it's funny. He says, oh, they didn't have Jalen Brunson, though. But Jalen Brunson, career night, shout out to him. He's actually kind of a local guy. I think he played for an AAU team like 2 or 3 hours from here, so that's pretty cool. Spurs, 26 points for Keldon Johnson. He shot 33% from 3. Off the bench, Jay Rich, Josh Richardson, 20 points, 40% from 3. Jeremy Sohan. This man went scoreless in 30 minutes. At least hit a 3 or 2. You know what I mean? He almost fouled out. He played 30 minutes, 4 assists and a rebound. Jeremy Sohan, again, he's a rookie. You got to cut him a little bit of slack, but my God, he's got to play. He's got to play a little better for this squad here. Looking at the Knicks, 25 points, 13 rebounds for Julius Randle. Honestly, he's been on a tear. He's leading a pretty good Knicks team right now. 38 points for Jalen Brunson. Fantastic performance. We've had a couple of decent performances tonight. There you go. We're actually kind of zooming through games, so we still have a lot to go. Bucks Raptors, another OT game, which I didn't expect. I thought this wasn't going to be a good game. I saw it on the slate, and I was like, I saw it on the ESPN slate. I was like, will I be watching this? I did find myself watching this a couple of times, though. Giannis Antetokounmpo has a season-high 21 rebounds. The Bucks beat the Raptors. Scoring the ball, passing the ball, grabbing rebounds, second triple-double of the season. Grayson Allen hit a tie-breaking three-pointer with 11.6 seconds to go in overtime, and Milwaukee Bucks managed to beat the Timberwolves by a three-pointer. Yeah. Giannis Antetokounmpo, people were kind of joking on Twitter that he purposely went to overtime to get the triple-double, but we know that Giannis isn't the type to stat pad. He wants to win games, and he'll do it any way he can. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 30 points, 10 assists, 21 rebounds. He shot 33% from 3. You get 14 points and 12 rebounds from Bobby Portis off the bench. Again, another Raptors team that played really well for the team. They had a 9-man rotation, which is kind of crazy to me. It's weird. 28 points, 12 assists for Fred VanVleet. He was going off. And this Raptors team had a very shitty start. They missed the first 12 or 13 baskets. And guys like Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent, who's been playing really good lately. Gary Trent ended up with 22. Yeah, Gary Trent's been having a good run. They put him in the starting lineup. They've switched him from bench to starting lineup. It's been kind of a roller coaster ride for him to determine what his role is on this team. This isn't a good Raptors team by any means, but they got someone. They got a future in Gary Trent. I think he's still a pretty young guy. I think he's 24, 25, I would say. He's 23. The man's 23. He still has a really good career ahead of him on the Raptors. This is a young team. I mean, I'm pretty sure all these guys are under 30. I think their whole starting lineup is under 30 years old. I want to say. I'm looking through here. Like, Scotty Barnes is only 21 years old. That is insane. Yeah, literally their whole starting lineup is under 30. And, like, everyone on their bench is damn near under 30 as well. So, yeah. They didn't really do anything wrong. It's just Giannis had a great game, and they couldn't really counter him all that much. Nets Bulls. It sucks to see the Nets lose a game here. My friend from college actually went to this game because he likes KD, of course. I like KD too. Sucks. Kevin Durant scores 44, but the Bulls snapped the Nets' 12-game win streak. Great scoring for DeMar Williams and Patrick Williams. Or DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, sorry. Patrick Williams stepping up, that's a pretty big deal. Like, that's not something you see super often with this Bulls team. Yeah, man, 12-game win streak, they win by 9. I mean, at least he got to see KD score 44. That's pretty cool. That's cool for anyone to get to see. I mean, 44 points, 50% from 3. I mean, Kyrie played a hell of a game as well, 25 points, 22 points off the bench for Curry. Royce O'Neal, though, he took 9 shots, didn't make a single one. You need Royce O'Neal to be that 5 to 10 point scorer. That's what you need out of him, and they didn't get it out of him tonight. It's very unfortunate. He took 9 shots and missed all of them. Is that unlucky? Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. Bulls played pretty fucking good though. 22 points for Patrick Williams off of 75% overall shooting. 22 points for DeRozan. 21 points and 13 rebounds for Vucevic. He shot 33% from 3. 67% from the field. Shout out to the Bulls. That's a big win. They beat a team on a 12-game win streak. Probably one of their better wins of the season. Bulls have still got a lot to work on. But I'm pretty excited to see what happens going forward. Blazers Timberwolves, another team that somehow won. I don't know how the Timberwolves beat the Trailblazers. Anthony Edwards scores 32. He helps the Wolves close out the Blazers, winning by 7. Great scoring for him in the fourth quarter. He's a great scorer. I mean, he can get streaky. He can get a hot hand in any given quarter of the game. Rudy Gobert was scoring the ball. He was grabbing rebounds. So those two were working together, and yeah, it worked out. 26. I mean, you look at the Blazers. You get 26 points out of Jeremy Grant. He shot 67% from 3. 27 points for D-Lo. Sorry, not fucking D-Lo. That's on the other team, actually, funny enough. Josh Hart played 33 minutes, didn't get a single point, or he got 1 free throw. Took 4 shots, missed them all. I mean, if we're being honest, Josh Hart needs to be a 5 to 10 point scorer a game. It's very doable for him. I mean, Josh, what does he average? Josh Hart averages like 10 points a game, so like it's doable for him to help this team out. He just had a bad game, I suppose. Looking at the Timberwolves, 17 points and 12 rebounds for Rudy Gobert. He shot 60% from the field. 32 points for Anthony Edwards, 33% from 3. So yeah, shout out to the Timberwolves. They get it done. Rockets, Pelicans, a lot of missing pieces, but they have an amazing start to this game. CJ McCollum leads a shorthanded Pelicans past the Rockets. They win by 11. Good scoring for CJ. Shorthanded Pelicans, they had a 31-point lead to start this game. And yeah, obviously the Houston Rockets are struggling. I don't think the Rockets really want to be good. I'm pretty sure they're one of the tanking teams in the NBA. So, Rockets, again, for where they're at, they're another team where it's like, okay, I mean, you're playing against a really good Pelicans team. Like, screw Zion, screw Ingram, still, like, they're deep. They have guys off the bench that can produce. They have starters. I mean, Jesus. I mean, Jabari Smith, shout out to him, 14 points and 13 rebounds. He was really their only star player tonight. Looking at the Pelicans, 16 points and 17 rebounds for Jonas Valanciunas. You get a 28-point performance out of 3J McCollum. He's had a couple of good games in Zion's absence this year. Obviously, no Zion and Brandon Ingram for some time, but they have 10 games of cushion. Like, they're 10 games above 500. They're guaranteed to be 500, 48 games through the season. So that's really good moving forward. And the fact that they are winning games without them. I know the Rockets aren't a good team, but the fact that they're winning games without those two guys is pretty good. Let's talk about the late slate games. Pistons Warriors, great fucking game. This game is awesome. Oh my God, Sadiq Bey beats buzzer with a 3. The Pistons beat the Warriors by 3. Man, he just grabs it off the rebound, turns around, just chucks it, and it's money. That was unbelievable. That was awesome. I watched that live. I was actually streaming. I had my phone on the side. I didn't play anything. You guys wouldn't have been able to tell, but Jesus, Sadiq Bey just smacks it. Sadiq Bey hit a 3-pointer. His time expired after Golden State's Klay Thompson tied it with a 3 with 2.3 seconds left. The Detroit Pistons beat the Warriors. I didn't even think this was going to be a winnable game for the Warriors once it got to a minute and a half left. I saw they were down by 4, and it's without Curry, are we sure they're going to be able to come back? They were. Made it a good game, and then Sadiq Bey just crushed their dreams. That was awesome, though. I love that. 29 points for Bogdanovich, 67% from the field, 18 points and 11 rebounds for Jalen Duren. Young guy, honestly, very underappreciated player in this league. Didn't miss a single shot. He played 32 minutes. Yeah, a lot of pieces for them. The Warriors, you get 30 points out of Klay Thompson, 30% three-point percentage. You get 24 points out of Jordan Poole, 30% three-point percentage. Draymond Green, we love the 7 assists. We love the 8 rebounds. We love the 50% from the field. But you need to hit a couple of bigger shots. We need this guy. We need Draymond. We need this guy to be a 5 to 10 point scorer, especially without Curry. You can do what you're normally supposed to do. I mean, the guy's averaging 8 points a game. Deuce, make a couple more shots, make a difference, and win the game help your team win the game. I mean, his stat lines are a little underappreciated. They look pretty minimalistic, but score the rock more. We need Draymond to score the rock more for these guys. Heat and Lakers, another pretty good game here. Dennis Schroeder propels the Lakers past the Heat by 3 points without LeBron James or Anthony Davis. Again, same thing with the Pelicans, obviously, but at this time the Lakers need these damn wins. And LeBron has got to stop sitting out. They won the game, so I'm fine with it this time, but he's got to stop sitting out games. He has this stretch. Sure, maybe you can rest, but, you're 4 games under 500 even with a win tonight. So, yeah, Dennis Schroeder, great scoring in the fourth quarter, and he had his best scoring night of the season. Undermanned Los Angeles Lakers and probably overcome LeBron James' absence. Obviously, LeBron James has gone on such a stretch, so it's so impressive that this team was able to win the game. Yeah. Jimmy Butler, though, for the Heat, he had 27 points. He shot 40% from 3, 50% from the field. You get Bam Adebayo going for 30 points and 13 rebounds. Caleb Martin, not the greatest game. I mean, he did shoot 50% from 3, but we need the guy to be a 10 to 15 point scorer every night. So I would talk about Tyler Hero, but I mean, Tyler Hero's had such a good stretch that he deserves to kind of, I don't know. Lakers, 21 points for Thomas Bryant, 32 points for Dennis Schroeder, 21 points for Russell Westbrook off the bench, 33% from 3. Thomas Bryant is a very good piece. And once Anthony Davis comes back, he's going to be probably one of the best backup centers in the league. He's going to be up there with guys like Naz Reid and Bobby Portis, if you count him as a big man. Thomas Bryant is very solid. Obviously, Dennis Schroeder, he's probably not going to do what he did a whole lot more. Westbrook, we should expect stuff like this, but I mean, considering that he's averaging 14, 6, and 8, this is a pretty good game for Westbrook. Damn near had a triple-double, but yeah, without LeBron. So that is going to do it. We're going to do a quick outro, then I'm going to be out of here. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to try to get through the algorithm. I'm going to try to get NBA fans nationwide, worldwide, wherever the fuck, to watch these damn videos. My armpits smell like shit. Okay. Might need a deodorant break after this. But tomorrow, we have Enemy of the State review. We have a Walking Dead review. I'm going to watch Dexter tomorrow. We're going to have NBA recap tomorrow night. There's only 4 or 5 games. Sorry about the mic there. So it's not going to be a lengthy video. I'll stream tomorrow night and Friday night. It's going to be a good time. Excuse me. Yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Jeezy TV, as always, giving you guys the NBA content nightly. We've covered every single game of the regular season so far. Very exciting stuff. Yeah. I need